Phase one of Saskatchewan's vaccine delivery plan is still in its early stages, but we now know more details about phase two. The government's organizing it by age groups and starting with people in their 60s, then moving down in 10-year increments. Now, also part of phase two will include targeted vaccinations of people with intellectual disabilities living in group homes and the staff and people in shelters. It will also include extremely clinically vulnerable adults. Now, the government says age is the number one risk factor when it comes to COVID-19, with 88% of all deaths in the province coming to people who are over the age of 60.
There will be hundreds of locations in Saskatchewan to get vaccinated. Public health clinics, drive-through clinics, mobile clinics, pharmacies. We are taking an all-hands-on-deck approach that will allow us to do thousands of shots a day.
The health minister says the government's plan and its timing is dependent on how much vaccine it receives and when. Right now, phase one is going slower than expected. The SHA is contacting people who are part of phase one, which include those 70 and over across the province, and they're contacting them when more vaccines arrive.
We've seen this delay, which is slowed us down in phase one and potentially is going to impact phase two. What it also does is gives us time to create that all hands on deck and that vaccine ready every single place in the province. So once vaccine starts shipping, if it starts shipping in larger quantities than we expect, we'll be prepared to be able to deliver out to the people of this province at a quicker pace.
When phase two starts, there will be more than 200 clinics across the province, including mass immunization clinics where people can make appointments ahead of time, also drive-through and walk-in clinics, and finally, clinics in pharmacies and in physicians' offices. Now, the SHA says people can start booking appointments online or by calling a toll-free number next month.
We're very confident in this plan. We're very confident, and I'm extremely encouraged as a health minister that people are so interested in the vaccination process. That is very encouraging. And I'm glad that that is happening, and I want it to continue to happen. So we want to keep them as informed as possible, and we want to give them the realistic idea of when they could be getting vaccinated.
So far, only 12% of the 190,000 people who are part of phase one have received at least one dose. About 9,000 people in the province have received the full 2 doses. The health minister says the province is at the mercy of the federal government and how quickly it can acquire vaccines. He says he hopes that will pick up as soon as next week. Adam Hunter, CBC News, Regina.